Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Night Live Arrival.
Yes. Welcome, guys.
It's been a while. I
Yep.
feel like we haven't been here in a while
It's been a little while.
since for videos.
Well, I mean, last week was the power outage, and week before that was the Memorial Day.
No, we were there the week before that. I
Was
think
it?
so. I
And
think
then-
so.
okay.
And then the week before that was Memorial
I
Day.
think it's more so we haven't had videos up in a few days.
Maybe
Yeah.
that could be it.
That's going to change here.
So,
Definitely.
yeah, because this is the foundation week. Yeah.
It's going to be a busy week, so stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be a busy week. We got 9 people viewing already, so we'll give people time to come in.
Good evening, Miriam.
Hello.
How are you?
Yes. So we'll give everyone time to come in and, people coming home from work. It's a lot going on, and how, when you go back to the States, we hear how a couple people tell us how they're stressed out. I can imagine that. Can you imagine going back? What do you think it'd be like if you went back right now?
I don't know. I can imagine going back because I want to go back, but based on the 2 stories that we heard,
No, I
they
think it'd be
said
good.
they were kind of stressed out when they got there, which I don't know.
Yeah, I think once you get there, you'll see it's a different. It's just like, I guess, walking outside when the temperature's 109 degrees
Mhm.
and you've been in air conditioning.
Mhm.
As soon as you get up there, that heat hits you like boom. You're like, oh man, I'm ready to go back inside. And I guess it'll hit you like that when you get back there because of the stress and anxiety and the high tension and all the stuff you left. And I think that's more so because I think when I first went back after going back from being here,
Mhm.
I think it was like I felt like somebody was at the airport looking for me, and they had the signs up, and the signs said stress, anxiety, hatred, all of these things. There's a whole bunch of stuff, It was just like it met me at the airport.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Miriam is saying, "I'm blessed. I'm finally be back home for good this weekend. Please keep me in your prayer."
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep you in
Yes.
your. Are you okay? Where are you? He said you'll be back home for good
Because she's coming back to the motherland, maybe.
this weekend. Please keep me in your prayer. Sounds like she might be in the hospital.
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
I'll finally be back home for good this
Wow, we
weekend.
got 20 people, but we don't see anyone's comments. I wonder if the internet's slow again, or
I don't know.
maybe not. We don't know. Anyway, guys, welcome all 27. We see you.
No, you don't see them.
I see the number that says 27. That's represented above them. They're virtual people. We had 25. Now we got 25. It's up, down, back. 27, 25.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Here comes some. Okay.
Hey, family. Hey, Jamongo Long.
Jamongo Long. Hey.
Oh, you're coming to the Gambia,
That's what I
Miriam.
thought.
Okay, that's what Kenny
Yes.
said.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be home for good. Oh,
All
that's
right.
good.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
This weekend. Wow.
Yeah.
I know you're excited. I know you're very, very excited. That's awesome.
Yes. So
Just in time for rainy season, right?
that's how we came, remember? Someone next there. Here, we got a couple people. So someone says here. Let's see. Go back up. This thing jumps.
I miss the private brain. Can you build a nice house for 100,000? Of course you can.
Oh yeah,
You can build
a really
a
nice
beautiful.
house.
You can build a mansion for 100,000.
Very nice.
In the Gambia, you can build a mansion.
Yes.
And maybe 2 mansions. What? Maybe 3 mansions? Yeah.
3?
Maybe 3
I don't
mansions.
know about 3, but
Maybe 2.
I know you can do a lot with 100,000 for sure.
Yes.
For sure. You can probably get a nice. Hello, Patricia. Is it Patricia? Greetings, family from Washington, D.C.
Hi, Patricia. Anakoya. How are you, sis?
Oh, wow.
Hi,
It's starting to
Nikki.
jump
Hi,
now.
Nikki and Beads. B. Harris. Jets. Union. Did it go up? Did it jump again?
It jumped again.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. There. Okay, we're back.
B. Hollis brand.
Hollis brand.
Hollis brand. Hello.
And Mathis. Hi, Arrival. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Shirley, good to be seen. Shirley said, welcome back. Good to see y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like we haven't been here for a while, guys. It really
Yeah.
does. It's been a very, very long time.
Yes.
I hope everyone's well. Miss Shirley will be seeing you soon in the Gambia.
Someone moved.
I'm in Los Angeles counting the days.
Oh, look what I got on my
Okay.
shirt today, y'all.
Can they see
I
it?
don't know. Hey,
Good evening, Arrival
welcome.
family. Thanks for tuning in tonight to Monday Night Live with your Arrival. Please be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button when joining.
Yes.
Oh, Stacy, I didn't even get a chance to reach out to you, and I haven't heard from Cassie. But for some reason, I don't think Cassie's going to be here tonight.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I doubt it because Kendall passed away.
Yeah.
And oh, sorry.
What?
I was.
Go ahead.
Kenny's uncle passed away, and I'm sure Cassie's there to the funeral. And what were you going to say? Because you were saying something.
No, I was just going to give my condolences to my Aunt Florence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, love you, Auntie. You know, love up there. And they had the funeral. They couldn't be there. Love my cousins, Ray, Bubbles, Jared, Tracy. Love you guys. Praying with you.
Yes,
You know, just wanted to tell you, you know, my condolences. Wish I could have been there at the funeral. But Uncle Ray was a wonderful. I remember when I was younger, you know, very quiet but steady. You know, when you meet a man quiet and steady, that says a lot.
Yeah.
So I just want to give my condolences.
Yeah, and Aunt Florence, same here. Hugs and kisses, and to all the kids, love you guys.
Let me see.
Okay. So happy to see you both here. You're looking beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Where's that at? Let me see. Oh.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Patricia. So we have a few people on here who, people so far I see that are coming to the Gambia in a matter of maybe a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
So wow. And it says Texas in the house. Is Janice, hi Ann, how are you? Is Janice maybe here? Because if you what I have on, come if you see. Mr. Pirate Brain says, I love what you guys are doing. I'm making my plans, ready to come home.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you're coming home with that amount of money, you're going to do fine. You're not going to have any problems at all.
Yes.
Hi, Random World. What is the cost of the internet and how is it?
Where do you see that at?
Random World.
Okay. Well, you want to answer that? Look at the picture.
Little monkey.
Go ahead.
For the internet, the internet is funny. You know, you have so many options here. You can have a modem for home.
Mm-hmm.
You got little gadgets that you travel with, which we have right here.
It's like modem. It's the same thing, but it's just a portable modem. So
and this thing for your house, which we're using right now,
in the car,
and you can take it with you, and you have your internet with you, and you buy it. So you buy it as you need. You put as much money on there as you will. I think you have to. What is it?
You got to buy megabyte speed.
Megabyte, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what's the basic? In different stages, right? Like you can buy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You know, the megabyte speed. Mm-hmm. So if it's, say, for example, you want 1,000 or not 22, but 2,200 worth of velocity, which is maybe what I can't do it real quick on my head, but anyway, 75 gigs or something like that of megabyte speed on the router that you can use. That's for about a month, maybe. So yeah, there's different programs, and then they have companies that you can get these stand-up routers that you can put in the house. You know, if you get satellite router, and so those costs you'd have to come, but they're not that expensive, you know. So you just have to do your homework.
Depends on what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miriam, thank you very much for that. Yes.
Thank you, Miriam.
So there's a lot of different companies that offer internet. You have QCell, you have AfriCell, you have I don't even give me the name. I only know the one we use, AfriCell. So, all right. Let me see. Max Witt says, "Hello, Arrival. I need to invest in land in the Gambia. Any suggestions?" Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit us up on our email,
Send us an email.
and we can. Well, it depends what you're looking for. Seaside, inland,
Agriculture.
Yeah, there's
To build a home, build a compound. You know, just for your children and yourself. You know, it all depends. So our email is thearrival20.
At gmail.com. Yep.
Send us an email. We'll send you some names, and you know you can look into them and our suggestions that we have for you on that. Okay. Let's see. Ending.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hi, Terry. What did we miss?
Oh yeah, Max. We just made an announcement that our one moderator, Cassie, probably won't be here because Kenny's uncle passed away, and she's probably going to be at the funeral. So that's why my condolences. So that's what you missed.
Right.
Hi, Calvin.
I'll jump again.
And Shannon. Shannon and Calvin, hello.
Hello.
Trisha, we appreciate you.
Where are we at? I'm trying to get it back on. I can see you both here. Okay, we're way back there. This thing jumps so fast. Okay, here it is right here, I guess.
Oh, let me put my glasses on.
Let's see.
I'm over here squinting.
Total cost. All right. They said someone asked the question: how much for land, house, cost total, a decent house? It's a lot of variables because you know you have different sizes of plots. You have different types of houses. You know, there's no set price on it. You know, if you once we finish building ours, we can give you some like a template of how much we spend for the size house we spend. And the land varies. You know, it all depends on where you get it, and seaside or inland. What would you say to that?
It depends on, like you said, the size of their plot. You know, it depends on the size of their house.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on a lot. If you're going to have 2 stories, 3 stories, 1 story. So it's up to you how much your house is going to cost. You can build a house very inexpensive,
Mm-hmm.
and you can build a very expensive, and you can build a you know, a medium, like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not too cheap, not too expensive.
But
House.
it's not going to be that expensive.
No,
I mean,
it's not expensive really
at
to
all.
build. It isn't.
For example, if you
It's
get
just the,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's just the, what you call it, the materials, the cement, because everything is by cement, and they play with you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
they play with the cement when they see everybody's building. They put the prices up so you can, you know, they can make money. So you know, it depends.
You know, and then the iron. So the biggest cost I found to be are the cement and the iron that you would use for rebarb. That we call it rebarb. You know, and those are high cost. You know, once you get that down, you know, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
And we try to give as much as we can on that info. Once our house is built, it's going to be even that much easier to see. Okay. All right. Someone said that you look beautiful. What you do, Terry? You are looking like a true African woman. Kenny, my condolences. Oh, thank you very much.
I am a true African woman.
Yes, she is. My beautiful queen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I am like really falling in love with these their head wraps. Like it's like so convenient, and I'm just like, you know, thank you. I appreciate that. Tim Black says, how y'all doing? How's the house coming? Well, tomorrow they start building the walls for
Yes.
what is it for the foundation?
For the foundation.
To bring it
Coming
out of the ground.
Yeah. And
Go
we
ahead.
did no, you got it. You good. You're doing it. Go ahead. Yeah, you good. You said. And today we did a little brief video. We'll put that out so you can see what we did today. Not only that, we were out there working today, and guess what we did feel? What did you feel today? Did you notice anything different today? When we were getting ready to leave, like anything fall from the sky? Did you feel any raindrops?
I mean, like,
It was a few drops,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's coming along really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you. Moving to the Gambia.
Thank you
very
so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank
Hi,
you.
the Wanda Woman.
It says, thanks for your example of positivity and patience. Thank you. The Wanda Woman. Okay.
Hi, R. Hogan. Chi-Town in the house.
Chi-Town in the house.
Well,
Yes.
today we wanted to talk about changing the narrative, and I think we might have touched on this before. Did we talk about changing the narrative before?
Well, we touched on some of the things throughout some of the lives we had. Yeah.
Well, we've been, we've been hearing a lot about Palm Bridge is saying in 20,000, is that 20,000?
Doable for a decent one-floor house
and 5,000
for
for
land.
Oh, yes. You can do
Definitely.
it. You definitely can do it.
Definitely.
Yes.
We've done a couple videos on a couple different people that we would work with when purchasing land, like Daniel from Gambia Properties, right? For Property Gambia.
I don't know I'm sorry. I was reading. Somebody was saying, saying, "Wow, this line is very clear."
Yeah, is it?
Usually, it's fuzzy. It's a great quality today. So I'm sorry. So what were you saying? I was reading that because that's good. I'm glad it's clear.
I was just saying that Palm sends us an email. We'll send you the names of those who we work with, and
Oh yes, Daniel. You said that about Daniel.
I said Daniel has properties, which who we purchased from.
Properties Gambia.
And then Usman, right?
Usman is Gambia Properties.
Yeah, and he has land. We did videos on both of those. So if you hit us up, we'll give you that information. Yeah, definitely. And then,
Patricia said, "Would you recommend housing for seniors already built?"
Probably so.
Yes, I would recommend housing for seniors that's already built, unless you have a dream to have like a little tiny house that you want to build and you can afford to build, and then I think that that would be good. But if you're a senior and you don't want the stress of all that stuff, I think probably already having an already built house would be good.
Yeah,
and they have them here, nice little houses too. So you to find them.
Yeah.
Miss CP.
Miss CP. It says, "Hi, sorry I'm late. Uncle's funeral was today." Yes, it was.
Who's Miss CP?
I don't know, but
that must be a family member.
Maybe.
Because it was.
It was today, and it was a live stream, and I tried to catch it. But it's a rerun, so I watched the rerun.
Because that must be Cassie.
Is that Cassie?
She changed her name to Miss CP and Miss CP. Cassie, is that you? We just told everybody you probably weren't coming because of the funeral. Hi, sending hugs. Hope everything went well today.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Cassie. Sorry to hear. It must be Cassie.
That must be Cassie.
Yeah, I'm Cassie. Cassie, I love you, cuz.
Cassie, we just gave you a big shout out. We thought you were not going to be here.
I'm glad you made it.
I'm glad you made it,
Yes,
CP. Since your name, you're gonna like, how are we supposed to know that you showed up?
Yeah, we got it now. Thank you. Thank you for Cassie. We love you.
We love you.
Yes, and if you see Aunt Florence, tell her we put a shout out, just letting her know that we love her and wish we could have been there.
Yes.
It says, I just want to fly DJI drone. It says, hindsight, do you think building your house first before the wall would have been best, possibly beating the rainy season? No.
That is so funny that he said that because I thought about that today.
Did you?
Today, I promise you.
You didn't say nothing to me though.
No, because I kept it to myself. Because because you were down there with the guys and I was over there doing something, and I thought about, I wonder if we would not have built this fence our house probably would have been up. But guess what? And I thought about it, and I think this is the reason why I didn't mention to you is because we would have been exposed. Like our house would have been exposed. And you probably won't understand that until you go to a country that you are not native of.
Yeah.
Because when you are, when you come and they could consider you a foreigner, you are really looked at and not targeted, but people want to see, they're interested, and so you kind of do need that added protection. So yes and no, I can see both things, but I'm glad we have the fence. I am so glad, but it would have saved us. Our house would have been up.
I think with the fence there, it's an added security.
Yes, it is.
You could build the house, but we're still going to beat rainy season. Once we come out of the ground, once we come out of the ground, then that's the biggest thing. You can still build during rainy season, but I think when you're digging your trenches and digging your holes, that you want to make sure you fill them back up with the blocks and then backfill before it really gets bad, because your walls can collapse, and then you have to start all over again, or dig it out. So we're going to beat the rainy season to that degree. But I think it's best that we did it, the way we did it. Now I don't have to think about anything as far as me not being there, being secure, better, in safety.
Yes.
But that's a good thing. There's some people who do that. We've seen houses like that.
Well, and
we pass.
Everybody that we see that's like that, they're Gambian.
I don't know for sure, but
I think
that's
they are.
Thought. It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hi, Olga Melody. How are you, sis?
Hello.
How's the lemon tree? The lemon tree is coming out of the ground, but I've been looking at that lemon tree, and it's taken a while for it to come up. I mean, it's coming up, but I think it's the roots are getting strengthened or something, because it's not blossoming. It's not getting really, really tall. So I think it's just getting strengthened, but it looks nice and green and healthy. And I just want to tell you that I was watching your channel, and you were teaching everyone how to speak. What is the language? I guess Ghanese, or whatever. And that was funny. So I just want to let you know I did see that. And welcome, Bob Garvey.
Oh,
hello.
And also, what I was going to say on the lemon tree was that it had an attack, didn't it? The attack of the little green things. Those little worms, those two worms on there eating the leaves. Do you remember?
Yeah, but I don't think they came back though. I think I don't know if they come and they leave before we come, because a couple of the leaves you could see something was eating them, and I saw them and I took them off. So
squeezed them too.
Yeah, we made sure they were dead.
Okay. Hey, Bob. Let me see. Bob, hello, family. How are you guys doing? We're doing good.
We're doing good. Are you still in the Gambia? Security first, and then you feel confident building. Yes,
that's exactly
that
right.
is true. Yes. Okay, so Harmony Clark, once you're up and lay the slab, you'll be okay. Yes, that's what we're going for now.
Yes, you're welcome. I just want to fly drones. DJI. Okay.
Just got back from Senegal. Bob's got back from Senegal. Everyone was in Senegal this weekend. From visiting your auntie and the Gambia, you're back with a sigh of relief. Oh, that's good. Yes, I know that's stressful going to Senegal. At least the ride is very long ride.
That is a long ride.
I don't know if you flew or if you drove. I don't know. Hi, Earl.
Says Earl.
Okay, so anyway, tonight's topic is changing the narrative.
Trying to get to it, ain't we?
I know, right? So tonight's topic is changing the narrative.
I'm sorry, not the country. I guess it's been so long since we've seen everybody. I guess they were just trying to get in. Go ahead, baby. You got it. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. You said change.
Earl said, Philadelphia family, I love your positive spirit. Looking forward and seeing your walls rise. Thank you, Earl.
Thanks, Earl.
You're going to see them rise.
Yes.
And still we rise. There goes our internet. Everybody was saying how good it was.
It's still all right.
Okay, so changing the narrative can be so many different spectrums of things, right?
And it can
be difficult. But we want to focus on changing the narrative for us.
Yes.
For are melanated people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked in the dictionary
Okay.
for what narrative means, as a few different definitions, and this is the one that I like the most.
Mm.
That a narrative promotes a particular point of view or a set of values.
Mm.
So I chose to talk about the set of values because our narrative that we were fed has always been horrible point of views and horrible set of values that they depicted for us, right?
That's it. Now we'll go with what you say. The values. I'll say the point of view.
The point of views.
I'll work.
They're
with
both
it.
good, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I said I like this right here because when you see, I'm just going to start with this and then you can share.
No, yeah, go ahead.
That, you know, if you see any movie, I don't care what the movie is, it could be a movie about slavery. It could be a movie about
a lot of them coming out lately, huh?
yeah, Boys in the Hood. It could be a movie about whatever, like just a love story. If it has anything to do with our people, trust me, they're about the point of view in that movie and the set of values in that movie are derogatory. They're nothing positive. And if they are positive, they are in a derogatory positive way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you could be like that, but
If that makes any sense. It's like, yeah, they
try to put a spin on
they
it.
try to put a spin on it,
Yeah.
but they might try to give you a good ending,
Yeah.
but still with like something in there which is totally uncalled for and unnecessary. But I want us to change our narrative about our set of values and our point of views.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I want to get the conversation started.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, okay. I mean, you mean as far as the point of views, or you're talking about the viewpoint? I'm just saying that the viewpoint is the biggest thing because they had one weapon that they used to really push their narrative.
Right.
You know what that was? When it comes to viewpoint, it's the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Your vision. You know, you have two eyes but one vision. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
You have two eyes but one vision.
Right.
You know, and then they know that if they can get your vision, then they can change the mindset because it's the imagery that you put in your mind. It's the sight of your soul. If I would say that, like your eyes are your sight of your body, your physical being, and then in your mindset, which is your soul, your intellect, your emotion, and imagination is the sight of your soul. That's how you see things with imagination. So to get to that imagination, they had to take and tell a vision. You see, they had to tell a vision. And with that television, they created a narrative. And that's when everything really started to take off in their, derogatory way and teaching us that we are less than, showing that we are only certain types of people in this world, which are derogatory in the United States, and then putting us against each other. And that's how they actually took the viewpoint of our minds and utilized it by telling us a vision. And we would sit in front of that television even today, and they still use it. They still use that narrative, and they try to get you divided. And thank you there, Jimmy. Yes, it says either the vision or division to the top down. Hey, bro, that's exactly right.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So right now they even create the narrative of telling that we are the ones that are in need of something that we don't really need. As far as I call it the Jim Jones juice. I heard somebody call it the Jim Jones juice. It's they created that narrative that it starts. That's just one example, but it starts with the vision that they've been telling for years. That little old box, and that's what I bring to the table with the viewpoint.
Okay. I just want to hold that thought for 1 second.
Sure.
1 second.
Go ahead.
I have two people I want to answer questions for.
Okay.
I think Walter Simmons is saying about if he shipped 2 40-foot containers, what is the duty? What is the duty on them? And I think when you ship containers, you should have a agent who's handling your containers, and they should be able to answer all those questions for us because we don't know the daily rate of duties, but there is there should be a flat fee for your containers, and that you have to get from your
It's a freight forwarding company.
Yeah,
That's who handles it on each day. Freight forwarding companies.
Yeah. So, no,
Yeah.
what was the Sharif's title?
He was just an agent.
Yeah, that you need to get your stuff out of the port on the other side.
Right.
But on your side going, you need a freight forwarding company.
You need one on the other side.
You need on both.
That's what they are.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the agent takes you to the freight forwarding company. And we should do a video on shipping because we've heard some stories. Yeah.
The agent was on our side here to take us to the port in Gambia.
Right. We had a freight forwarding company that we shipped with from here. And then when they got here and the freight forwarding company received it, the agent went to handle the customs and do all of that. And that's how it worked. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was for Walter Simmons.
Okay.
And Bob Garvey was saying that he has been gone for the weekend and he missed two things. He said he missed Juneteenth, which Bob, I missed it too. I didn't even know about it, so I don't know. And you missed Jam Gam, the opening of Jam Gam, and it's funny that you mentioned that because we were in the grocery store, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday. And we met the owners of Jam Gam, and they invited us down to have some Jamaican food. So we're going to check that out. I think one day this week we're going to go by and check out the restaurant. Yeah. Yes. So I just wanted the two questions, and then stay with the narrative change.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to put this up here with changing the narrative. It says, "I choose the narrative of the story I was taught about Africa." And that's one of the. They used that same vision to tell us what Africa was like, so we wouldn't want to come.
Yeah, but that's true because I heard only derogatory things about Africa. I didn't know that Africa was so beautiful. I was never taught. But now that we are older and we have changed our mindset, change our mindset about Africa. How can we change the narrative as a people? So as a people, I think that we have to change our set of values and change our point of views, and don't fall into the values and a set of views that they give us, or they have, like you said, on the vision, on a boob tube. Don't fall into them. Like, you know how the young guys walk around with their pants sagging, and they think it's cool to have their butts hanging out and the belt down around their. I don't even know how they walk like that when they're walking.
Well, you know where that came from.
So I'm just saying, They put that in the movies and the gangsters and the rappers, and they try to glorify and make that look good for the young people, and it's a horrible set of values.
Well, see, that's the narrative.
Yes, what I'm saying. So that's
the vision that
we have to change that for ourselves, and don't believe everything that we see on TV. The same way with the women. The women, they promote them as what? Like
derogatory. They give them bad names. They give them how do you say that they're just objects? Of men's pleasures and everybody's thinking about sex. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, we can go back. That first narrative start from there, where that started from. They taught our men in the Americas in slavery. The mindset was created. The narrative of that was they taught our men to be breeders as opposed to be leaders. See, and that carried over, that's 400 years of a mindset. So to break that is one of the first things that our men have to do. And then women are the nurturers, so it's a lot of different things we have to do. So, I know I'm a leader, because I know who created me. You see, and that's the first thing you have to get. You have to attack that narrative that they took way back from your ancestors and told them and wiped away Africa. When they first brought them here, the memory of Africa. So it doesn't start at 1619. 1619. And I know what the Juneteenth thing is all about, but I'm past Juneteenth. And I'm celebrating now more so where we're at and how we're back learning what we lost in the Gambia, in the Zambia, wherever you may be on the continent. You know, when you tap into that and start learning, like I was talking to some young guys today, and it was just so interesting how we were just, conversating. And we really couldn't even speak each other's language. They were teaching me Fula, and I'm talking to them in English, and they learning English. So it's just a matter of you got to know what is the narrative that we're dealing with right now in order to change it. Because most people don't even know there's a narrative that's being taught to them. They think that's just life. You see, they think that is just life.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I can go on. But go ahead.
I think as far as the Juneteenth goes, just like when George Floyd's verdict came out and the guy was found guilty and everybody was celebrating and the guy was found guilty. And even though I was happy that the guy was found guilty, I just really felt like it wasn't a true celebration because, like a law wasn't changed and they didn't change.
No, the people didn't.
They didn't change.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
They didn't what?
I said the people never changed that. They did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there was the narrative didn't change.
Yeah.
They can still go out there and kill a black man, and then you have to go through a procedure all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying until it gets to a point where you kill a man on purpose for no reason, you lose your job, you lose your pension, and you can't do anything else because you're going to pay the price of killing a man, not just because he's black, but on purpose because black. You're going to pay because you're supposed to be upholding the law, not just going around killing today.
Well, that goes way back because you know what they used to be. They used to be the slave catchers.
No, but I'm saying
I know
that I'm talking about Juneteenth. So, the same thing with Juneteenth, they're telling us that we have a holiday, a national holiday for the day that we were freed, the slavery was abolished. Are you kidding me? We don't need no more holidays. Even though, yes, thank you for the holiday, but we need change. We need to be paid back for all the things that we lost. We need. Oh my God, there's so many other things. Keep your holiday, right?
Yes.
And give us something that's worth celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst part about it, even though I'm not against Juneteenth, I'm just thinking about it in my head. They're going to start selling all this material, T-shirts, hats, and all this stuff.
Make money.
They held us in slavery for so long, and then they freed it. They gave us this day as a holiday, and they're going to make money on us again because we're stupid enough to go buy all that stuff and to wear all that stuff and celebrate all that stuff. And are you kidding me? No, that doesn't make any sense. That's like foolishness to me.
Well, it's
and that's the kind of narrative. I'm just saying I want to change that narrative.
You're right. You're absolutely right when it comes to a viewpoint.
Yeah.
And I was going to put this up. I wanted to see. Wait, let me go back here. I saw a comment that I wanted to put up, and you're absolutely right. That's where we're at. They want to wag the tail while the teeth are coming around to bite you. Wag the tail, and that's what they're doing with Juneteenth. I was trying to get there. There's some good comments. I'm gonna go back and catch some of these. It says here, where's it at? It's good. Oh, Wanata Williams. Good evening. How you doing? Here's Mark Hogan. He says here, when you create the narrative in someone's mind, you limit their creativity, and they see through your prism. Information is powerful. Whether it's positive or negative.
That is so true.
You can make a conscious decision based upon that. I agree.
If you're looking through their prism, it's true. Positive, negative, it changes. It can change you.
And let me see. It says duties are based on cargo inside, have a cost. Family Exodus. Hello, Family Exodus.
Hi, Family Exodus. The duties are based on cargo inside, have the cost of everything, especially anything new.
Anything new.
Okay.
G Global. Good evening, guys. Tealwood Classic. Hi, everyone. Hey, all you first. Okay, Bob. Now you don't. All right.
What did he say? What did Bob say?
I'm trying to see.
Okay, he says, now they have no way out. Instead, they are using to divide after they ran out of options. The Mazungos. We are ready. Nothing can stop the movement. This is true.
That's true. And I feel the
Nothing
same
can
way.
stop the movement because there's something going on that's almost tangible,
You can't
and
stop it.
you can't stop it. It's just like it's too late. It's too late. So I just want everyone to not fall for the okie doke
Yeah.
and be caught up in these like little distractions that they're sending us and trying to give us like these little cookies. Oh,
Yeah.
take that candy and just be quiet.
Mhm.
We're going to give you a holiday. No, we don't want your candy anymore. We're going to make our own narrative.
Yeah.
We're going to declare for us
That's
what
right.
we want our holiday to be and
That's
what
right.
we want our things to be.
Yes.
And we are not taking and accepting your narrative any longer because you ain't giving us nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, how about giving us a holiday with every black person on the holiday gets paid time and a half just for being black? How about that? Giving us something and the free t-shirt and the free hat. Then I'll be happy. Okay? Why do I have to go buy the hat and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's basically part of the narrative that they created, you know, so that way they can keep us all looking over here while they're doing that.
While they're doing something else.
And so, you know, like I said, in order to change the narrative, we got to know what it is.
We got to know that they're playing a game with us, and we have to be wiser than them. And it's like I was telling this young lady that we met. She was a subscriber, and she was like, "Well, how are you guys doing in the Gambia?" And I said to her, "You know, I feel so free here. I feel up here, and I feel like I'm not playing a game anymore." And she's like, "Well, what do you mean playing a game?" I said, "When I was back in the States, I felt like I was playing a chess. Like I felt like when I got up to go to work and I had to deal with all the different things I had to deal with on a daily basis, it was like, okay, my move, how are they going to act today? You know, the people that were in control and they wanted to pull their little stunts day by day. And I felt like it was a game every day. Like it was like, you know, you never knew what was going to happen from day to day, and you had to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally to deal with some bull crap when you had to walk in that door and punch in from 8 to 4:30 or whatever your hours was. I felt like I was playing a chess game, you know, and it was horrible. So I don't want to play your game anymore. I want to change the narrative.
Yeah. And the narrative, I think, is most important today is that who we are as a people.
Yes.
And who we were known as before Afrikaners got to the continent. You know, and changed the name of the continent. Who were we? You know, we were kings, warriors. Every place we went was blessed. It still is. That's why the Americas grew. That's why Europe grew. Because we are the people of the book. And everywhere we go, it is blessed, you know? And that's why sports, you know, they run fast, jump high. You know, and it's entertainment to those that change the narrative or the mindset so that they can have that entertainment. And the same way with the music industry, entertainment to them so that they can play with their fancy cars and make money off of our abilities and our minds and our gifts. And, you know, that's why they changed the narrative. And that's what has taken place. And now that we're waking up, we're bringing it back home to our people and use our gifts, our talents, our abilities to further our people and help our people grow. And that's what's going to be needed in this day.
Yes.
And it's going to have to be coming from a sense of love, a sense of unity, a sense of togetherness, you know, looking out for your brothers, your sisters, not having that evil eye towards your brother, not being hateful towards your sister, you know, thinking that she's this way and she's that way, he's this way and he's that way. They taught us with that narrative to have that mindset. And it's going to take some time to get rid of it, but it has to begin. And it begins in you. It begins in me. So that's my biggest thing about changing the narrative. And, you know, understanding who you are, you know, and we're children of the Most High. That's the first and foremost. You see, and he has blessed us as a people. He's blessed us as a people. So that's going to have to be the first thing you're going to have to come to understand. So anyway.
Some G Global just says here,
where?
Right there. You just going to pass it.
Don't want to do that.
It says jail. I think he's talking about the sagging
Oh, the
pants.
saggy pants.
He said jail. It comes from jail in LA County. They take your belts. So when you get out, they would come out, their pants sagging. When it became a fashion thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it says here, he says how it became a gangster thing and propagated a larger culture. Mhm.
It's just really, really sad.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know, and it's not a hard thing to change the narrative.
No, well, I think that for Bob Garvey says, make a plan as silent as it can be, and get out or try and get a second option. It is done in Babylon. It's only leftovers. Gather your wealth and make your next generation not to fall in their trap. That is true. Well, in my mind, I feel like, this is just my opinion, that so like everyone who made it to a certain level of success in America, and they are people of
stature.
They're people of melanation. I believe that if those people took their dollars and went to any country in Africa that they wanted to go and use their money on the continent to change the lives here, instead of taking their money and buying mansions, and you see, those shows, what they call cribs, and you see like all the ball players, they got 10 cars, a Lamborghini, a Benz, a Mercedes,
because that's what the narrative said,
with all this stuff, and they got 10,000 bedrooms and nobody lives in them, and it's just ridiculous. And I'm thinking, if they would take that money and bring that money back to the continent and use that money, our world would change overnight.
Our culture, our family,
everything would change.
Yes.
And it's like people, they I don't know. I just feel like
that's what they did with the mindset. That's how they got the narrative that you get all of that, you have been successful. The more you acquire, the more money you make,
and they think that is success.
And then once you get to that certain level, then you can come up here with us now.
Yeah.
You have made it because you're up here with us now.
And the crazy
they're
thing,
looking at you like you're still a slave.
The crazy thing about the people who do, like, in our eyes, that have made it and have accomplished, and they have the wealth, the material things, they get to a place and then they forget who they are.
Yeah.
They forget that, then they're acting like, I don't know who they're acting like, but they ain't going back to their old neighborhood. Some of them are, but for the most part, they're not going back to their old neighborhood and making a difference. They're going to a new neighborhood and making that better.
I'll tell you,
it's sad again.
It's something that, not that I would want to wish it on anybody, but when I grew up in the projects, there were certain things that I learned, certain values I learned, and we may not have a lot, but we had the important things, watching out for each other's neighbors, helping, going next door, getting something from someone, a sense of community, a sense of you can go out and play ring-a-ling in the street, play hide and seek, play all these games, and everybody was having a wonderful community. And but what has happened now is that whole sense is taken away in the U.S. Here in Gambia, I still see that sense of value of family unity.
Yeah.
Is we have to get emulated into that family unity when we come back home somehow. And it's just going to take education. It's going to take, patience. Go ahead.
I was saying that they're saying here, change the financial narrative and get out of the credit plantation.
There you go.
That is so get out of the credit.
That is crazy. What's your credit score?
Yeah, what's your credit score? And you can't get this. You can't buy into this neighborhood because your credit's too low, and we cannot approve you of a mortgage because your credit score is too low. And that is another thing that they use to keep the black people out of a whole
community section.
Not a section, but a way of living, a way of life. Like you're not invited into this way of living. You stay over here because now we're put the credit score. Before it used to be 600, you have a good credit score. Now it's 850, and then if you get your credit score to 850, they're going to push it up to 1,200, 1,500. Trust me. If you, the more the black people get their credit scores up, the higher their credit scores.
No,
But the
you know what they're
limits
gonna
would be.
Guess
It's
what they're gonna do?
crazy.
Let me tell you what they're
It's
doing.
just like you can't even.
If you get your credit score up and then you get all this stuff and then you can't pay for it, they're gonna push bankruptcy. Go get bankruptcy. Go get free bankruptcy, and you get bankruptcy. Your credit score drops.
No, not really. That's what the that's what the Mazungas do. They file bankruptcy all the time. They just start to life all over again.
Guess who they walk into the bank and see?
And they start to
Who they see in the bank is the bank, the mortgage originator or loan officer. Who do you think it is?
I don't know.
Hey, cuz, can you get your cousin? Hey, cuz, can you give me a loan? I'll walk up in there. I'm sorry, but
you're denied. Yeah.
You're not approved.
Your credit score is, what is your credit score?
My credit score is 800. Mine is 810. We have. No, let me stop.
I'm just telling you, it's the narrative. It's a crazy. And when I got here, when I got here, I'll tell you, I have never known that I was in prison mentally, emotionally, every Lee. You put a name in front of it and Lee at the end. I was in it in America, and I never knew it until I got here. How damaged and how we were.
Yeah.
Come on, it's time for us to change the narrative.
Yeah.
Stop watching their movies, because their movies are only made to keep us submissive or keep us underneath them. No more. Get your foot off my head, because I'm going to break your ankle. No, I'm saying, like, this is over. It's just like over. I'm tired of that. And no, I'm not a second class citizen. I am people. We are the first people. We are the first people here.
Yeah.
We are the superior people, and we have fallen for the okie doke, and it is time for us to narrative. It is time for us to build our mindsets, our communities, love ourselves, stop blaring the what they think is beautiful class, all that stuff. No, Black woman, you are beautiful in your own right.
Yes.
Your skin, your melanation is so coiled, so beautiful. Your big fat lips, so beautiful. Your hips, your everything. You are so beautiful. Our Black man, let me tell you, let's talk about Black man. Ooh, yes. The melanation, the strength of our Black man.
Bring it out.
Of our Black men.
Bring it out.
I'm telling you, that is why every race wants our people, because we are a special people, and it has to come to a time.
No, go ahead. You finish. You good.
What does it say?
No, you're all right. You keep on. Don't stop.
And I'm sorry. I'm just like, this is because I'm angry that I fell for it for so long. And I'm angry because I cannot get that time back. But guess what?
It's all
going forward,
it.
It's about us. Going forward, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say to me. Shut your face.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear your narrative on anything. I'm not trusting your medicine. No. I'm not trusting your science. I'm not trusting anything you say. You want.
Look at that.
They froze.
Oh, they try.
But they don't want us to succeed.
But they ain't gonna stop.
But it's time for us to go back to the old days, like you said, and trust God on everything.
That's
Stop falling for this stuff that they're trying to speak over our lives and tell us that we don't do this, we're gonna die. The devil is a liar. We are not dying. Change, exercise every day. Eat your vegetables. Pray and trust the Most High, and watch and see. And don't do anything else.
Truth be, the only way we got here
is by
faith.
By faith. Yes.
By faith.
By faith, because I'm angry.
But guess what?
Yes, it's by faith.
If you have faith, He's faithful.
Yes.
He's
yes.
You see. So it's not a matter of just coming back here because I want to flee America. America's a nice place as far as comforts and the conveniences of the stores and the nice infrastructure.
No, who cares?
But I'm just saying.
I'm just joking.
That's what it is. It's pleasurable. But most people don't want to leave that because they think they're coming to some place that's less than. But I'm here to tell you, it's not less than it's better. Because here's the thing: the narrative is so crazy. As far as the grocery stores, this is just one example.
Yeah.
And here's where they're taking it. I'm trying to tell you.
That what? Say it one more time.
The grocery stores.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, back in the day, I remember grandfather had chickens in the yard. They grew all of our grandparents grew their vegetables, and they still do it in the South, I know. But up north, they kind of shied away from it, and that's where they got them more so in the grocery. They want to do it in the South. Our brothers and sisters in the South still growing them veggies, doing what they do. But the whole thing was to get you dependent on that grocery store, so that now you're not growing, you don't raising your chickens, you're not having your hens because of zoning, you're not having your vegetables because you don't have the land. You done went for with a quarter acre in house, and the house takes up most of it. You got front yard, you may cut every once in a while, but the whole thing is so that you can go in that grocery store and buy. And now they put a pack of chicken up to $22 for what?
For 6 chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
22 US.
Trying to
that
tell
was
you.
so crazy when you showed me that on Facebook, right?
Yeah, so
that was crazy.
Yeah.
But just now when you were saying about the I want to answer this.
Go ahead.
About the bottles, the big house and the little yard, right? Yeah. So they, in our mindsets, they're telling us that we have this big gigantic house and this little yard. We're doing something big. We don't need that big gigantic house. We need to be living outside of that house, and we need the yard so we can do like you said.
That's right.
And we
grow
can make
your vegetables. And guess where you get that? You get that at
what?
Where do you get that at? To grow your, you got all the land that you need to grow your vegetables.
Right here in the motherland.
Be self-sustaining.
Oh my goodness! Let me tell you.
You got your family here that they know how to do it.
Oh my goodness! How about when we went to Senegal and the ferry was I want to answer Royce Curtis. He said, "Have you visited the new Jamaican restaurant in the Gambia called Jamgan?" No,
we're going.
But we just met the owners. I think 2 days ago, and they invited us, and we're going to go one day this week. So we're going to try to even what do you call it? We'll video it.
Yeah.
So you can see. Yes.
Let me hear.
We're looking forward to it.
Since you're there, I'm gonna hit this one. Says. Many of us have played the game so long that we can't see need for true freedom of speech. Hey,
and it's
I was
true.
there.
And many of the games so long, we don't even know we're playing a game.
Yeah.
You don't even know that it's like next move and they're playing a game with us. You don't even realize until sometimes that you're out of it, that you were in it, you can see so much clearer.
That's
you know,
we were just talking about that.
I mean, it's so hard to see when you're in it, but when you can see clearer.
Because I think when I saw that when I was in the Navy, and you go in the ocean, you're out in the middle of the ocean, all you have is water all around you. You're out there, and then you start seeing videotapes of the land, what's happening on land. And I mean, you start seeing clear because you can't see from the inside as clear as you can on the outside.
On the outside.
If you're out there standing outside the house looking in the window and observing everything and seeing things that are going on that you yourself, and you're like, I'm really doing that. I'm really, you step outside of that. That's one of those things that happens when you come back to the motherland, and then you experience what, real love, peace, and what you feel belonging, a sense of, understanding of, what I could have.
Well,
you look back to where you were, and you're like, oh man, is that where I'm at? So it's easier to see. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees. In other words, you're walking around in the forest looking at trees, but when you step outside of that forest and look down, you can see all those paths to get out of there a lot easier, and how it really looks. Yeah.
It is so. It is so sad.
Yeah,
it's just so sad.
But changing that narrative. Yeah, go ahead.
So Adonai says, so we as Black people should be tired of being used. Hey, come on now.
Yeah.
It was most definitely these people, and you have to constantly be on your game. I was just saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You constantly have to be on your game.
Mm-hmm.
And you get sick of performing. Like, no, this is like, I'm tired of performing.
I really couldn't perform.
Oh.
Just me. I couldn't perform.
I had to perform always.
I was one of those that couldn't perform.
I was the best actor. Imagine. Oh my God. From Monday to Friday, I don't even know who that chick was at work. Seriously, it was just ridiculous. To me, it was crazy.
No,
I didn't even know I was performing.
Mine was more like
Yes.
That was mine. It wasn't, I couldn't perform. I was like, "You okay, Ken?" Yeah, I'm all right. No, everything. Okay, here's we got. What we got? Someone
Miller's
says,
Garden says, I'm about to purchase land in Gambia. Can't wait to meet you guys.
"All right, Miller.
Congratulations.
Good
Yes.
deal. Yes." It says, "What's this thing? Harmony." Let's see.
American show they have arrived.
Yeah.
But the
yeah.
big house, by the big house, probably.
No, that's what they.
I mean, that's what they. Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
Hey,
I don't
I'm
know.
not mad. You got all of that. I'm not mad at you. But the reality is that you have it for a reason.
What's the reason?
The reason is that you use that. Oh, well, here they trying to freeze us up again.
Maybe.
I will just move this here.
I didn't move anything.
Okay, well, okay. Let me try.
Yeah.
They're trying to stop. What was that?
They're trying to. They're probably trying to freeze us out.
But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay, stop. Good. Okay. But yeah, so that's where we're at with what happened. Okay. So let's leave this here. That's just keep coming on and off. That's what's going on. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's how they arrived. That's what I was talking about. And you know, I believe that
I
you
like this.
arrive when you
Go
ahead.
When you what? You arrive when you what?
When you find who you are and you can love your brothers and your sisters unconditionally and really try to help them. And we are, you know, family. And it's hard because we've been like crabs in a barrel so long. You know, it's hard to get rid of that. You know, you see one climbing a ladder and you want to pull their leg and so you can get ahead of them because that came from way back during the slave times. You know, you want to be in the house. You don't want to be in the field, or you want to be, you know, want master to like you more than he liked the other one. And you still got those inside the office. You know, oh, hey, I want the boss to like me better than he likes you. So, you know, I'm going to put you down and all of that garbage, you know. And now narrative's changing. We're coming to a place where we know we need to be able to walk together in love and unity because guess what? It's happening. It's happening. Whether you want to get in on it or not, you want to do what you're supposed to do or not, hey, the locomotive is starting to move. It's starting to move. And when you have a locomotive moving, it starts off slow. But once that thing starts moving, you jump in front of it, you done. And that's where we're at. We're in a locomotive state, and it's coming.
That's good. I like that. Don't jump in front of the train.
Don't jump in front of it.
Moving to Gambia says, I'm not purchasing another non-essential. I'm stacking all my coins for my liberation to get situated in the Gambia and show my family and friends the way forward. Girl, that's what we did. Let me tell you something. Before we left here, I told Kenny the same thing. I said, you know what? No more going out to dinner. No more buying lunch. No more all that money that I used to stop at Wendy's and Burger King. But do I miss them a little bit? But all that money that I spent going to them places and every day for lunch, I started throwing back and stacking them. And I cannot believe in like a matter of 3 or 4 months, thousands of dollars that I saved for not going out to dinner, for not going out to lunch, for not going to the store and buying a stupid pair of shoes that's going to sit in my closet and I'm not going to even wear. Yeah, like who needs another pair of jeans when you already got 10 at home, right? So girl, I'm with you. You go ahead and get yourself together and be liberated. I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
To speak, Terry, one has to go through a period of personal growth to do this. First, we are fed narrative that Africa is not even worth visiting.
Mm-hmm.
If we can surmount the horrendous hindrances of our mind. There we go.
That is so true.
I didn't do justice reading that, but that's exactly
that is so true. We have to visit. And you know what? And I never, ever on my agenda for a vacation destination ever. I always wanted to go someplace else. But let me tell you, that was the worst thing that I've done. Everybody who has never been to Africa, you have to at least come visit. At least visit. There's 54 visit and see.
Yeah.
And you know how they say taste and see?
Yeah.
You got to come. You got to visit.
Hey, thank you, Lorraine, for that. It says, hey, guys, great talk. We need this. Lorianne Richardson. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that support.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and it is needed. You know, most people talk about these topics at a cookout, on a porch, outside. But, we all think the same in how things are going. We can talk out, openly, but the reality is that if you're going to speak for the majority, you're going to take a brunt for the majority. And it's time that the courageous ones speak up and get to those who are not able to hear that this is where we're at. Hey, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's moving.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really to stop it. You may try to hinder that one person with a character assassination, with doing something to cause them to stop doing it. But hey, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, whether they like it
or not. Yeah.
That's the bottom line. Yeah.
And I just want to say, a year ago, I would never even think I would be sitting in some place trying to talk to some people and say, come to Africa.
Not just some people.
I mean, just the people and say, come to Africa. I just wanted you guys that never in my life did I imagine this, and never in my life have I been so free. Never in my life have I feel like I wasted so much of my life trying to fit into a system that was created to keep me out. So when I say that we have to play a game, we're playing the game because every time they make a law or create a legislation or create an amendment or whatever they're doing in that judicial system is to keep us at a certain to keep us at bay. Mm-hmm. The laws were created so we can stay underneath what they think is their feeling of or their level of.
Oh, there you go. You're gonna have me talk about the flea again.
They created these things that keep us at a certain level. Or you can come this high, but you can't get this high. Or we're going to give you this promotion, but you can't have this. Well, you know what? Keep it all. Yeah. Because I'm out of here. Yeah. And I want to say to you guys, like, please get the heck out of there. Well, everybody doesn't want to come to Africa, but that's just your only choice because America is not created for us, wasn't created for us, absolutely. And the system is against us. And I say, run for your lives. What they say in Forrest, run, Forrest, run. Just get out of there. Just come home. Yeah. Come home. Yeah. Come home.
But make sure you have a plan when you come. And when you do come home, make sure you come home to learn. And don't just have the mindset of holiday. Have a plan, short-term, long-term plan. And that's very important because a lot of people, they're going to come, and there are those who are making preparations for people to come that are here, that are willing to help, and we're just doing our small part and showing you how we build the house and showing you what it's going to take and the reality of, what you're going to deal with, and it's all good. Because you're going to deal with something no matter where you're at. But I would rather deal with it amongst my people, as opposed to amongst those who really don't like me. And I don't really have a chance with them because all I got to do is walk in the room and they don't like me.
Yeah.
And I'm already fighting against something that, I have no control over because I haven't done anything to you, but you don't like me because of the color of my skin.
Because we don't belong there.
Well,
keep your room. I'm not walking in your room no more. I'm leaving it. I'm slamming the door. I like this. Okay. G Global says, give it. He's been there in Senegal for 2 months now, and the contacts I've made business-wise and in every other way have been amazing. Anyone out there thinking of making the leap, just do it. That's what I say. Don't overthink it. Just do it. It is time, people. It is time. Show them. We can show you better. We can tell you that we are people that you try to keep us down, but guess what? Yet again we rise, and we will keep rising, and we will keep rising because it's in us. We are strong and courageous. Okay, and they put us through slavery. They put us through so much, and still we rise. Even through all that, you look at our Black people rising to the top because you can't keep a good thing down. I say, show them what you're working with and get the heck out of there and come on back home to the motherland. That's what I say to all my melanated people out there. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off, and it's time for us to love ourselves enough to take a leap of faith and move on home because America is not our home. America is not our home. You have 54 places to choose from. You pray about it and ask God to show you. Or do what they say. Close your eyes. put the map in front of you, put your finger, and that's where you go. And you just go, and you go by faith and watch and see what happens. Because when you get there, you'll be surprised what's waiting on the other side of your faith. Something big is waiting for you. And I'm sorry, Kenny.
No, for what?
Because
no,
I'm just
okay.
so passionate
now,
about.
you know where you got me at now. I want to talk about the flea in the jar. I said it before. The flea in the jar story.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Tell the flea.
I'm going to tell the flea in the jar story.
Flea in the jar story, yes.
The flea in the jar. There was a farmer who had a flea. And this is basically putting a person in a narrative that they want to. That farmer took a flea. He said, oh, look at that flea. I want to control that flea. So he put him in a jar, put a lid over top of that flea. That flea can naturally jump 3 feet with one leap, right? So the flea kept jumping, trying to get out. He jumped and hit his head on the top. Jumping, hit his head, kept jumping. And every time he jumped, he hit his head. It hurt so bad, he just stopped jumping so much to hit his head. And then he jumped high enough so he wouldn't hit his head, you see. And so finally, after the farmer saw it, and he said, wow, I can't control this flea. I got to let him go. So he took the lid off the jar. And the flea was so used to only jumping so high. He had the ability to jump, 3 feet? But he would only jump maybe an inch because he kept hitting his head. Yeah. So finally, the flea said, I don't care. I'm going to try to get up out of here. Well, all I can. That flea leaped as hard as he could. And he was surprised. He leaped out of that jar, right? And guess what? What? That flea just kept on leaping. It kept on leaping. He found out his natural ability. So as people of who we are, we have an ability. We are kings. We are those who were set up. We are blessed people. And they told us we weren't. They got us to do things that break the Most High's commands. They got us to do things to get out of line with him. And now when we're coming back, the blessings are coming back. And that's why this is happening. It was already foretold what happened. It's going to happen, whether you like it. And you have a natural ability to be leaders, natural abilities to be great. You have natural abilities, but they told you didn't. Because
they told you was a flea in a jar.
In a jar. Now the lid's off. Now I'm going to tell you, if you take a leap,
jump out of it.
You find out you can leap out in.
That's good.
So that's the flea in the jar.
Miss King says Gambia will be on and popping in 5 years, and America will be missing a mastermind. Come on, let's get it popping. That's right. Let's change this narrative. Yes, it's time.
Yes, indeed. That's what it's all about.
It's time. Yes,
it's gonna go. It's gonna happen, and it's happening already.
Somebody says here, SS. I don't know what that stands, or he or she says, I am a queen. Yeah. It is a she. I am a queen. That's and I know it. You are a queen, sis. Yes, you are. You better believe it. Don't ever doubt it. Yes, you are a queen. Yes.
And guess what? They're gonna come with some of those that are gonna try to put monkey wrench in this thing. But they're gonna with a sore thumb. We're gonna stand against them.
But guess what? Anytime you decide to do anything that is worth having, oh yeah. That's obstacles, distractions, all that stuff is going to come. So already get ready for that.
We lock arms.
Be prepared for that. You're gonna rise up against some things, but guess what? Yes. You keep on and then you keep on pressing and you keep on moving forward, because what is waiting for you on the other side is liberation and freedom and peace from a system of oppression. Yeah. If you ever felt that you've been oppressed, like I think we all have, if you're melanated, if you know that feeling of oppression and you are sick of being oppressed, are you sick of being given a holiday every 25 years? They feel like they want to give us giving us a bone.
But you know what? You said that.
Every 25 years they come with some stupid holiday.
They want a holiday, and everything's holiday. What? You work to go on vacation.
Give me a holiday. Give me a month of that. What? One day, Martin Luther King Day, or in every city.
Some of the states they wouldn't even honor.
Or in every black city you see us. There's Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King Drive. I'm not gonna. Who cares? You need to be naming the whole neighborhood or whole city that.
And they were doing what we're doing right now. Wake people up to understand.
They want to give you a little dab of do you. No, I don't want your dab, and I don't want your do you. Keep it. We are over it. We are so over it, and we are trying to get everybody else to be over it and come on home. And come to the motherland and visit. Go visit Senegal. Go visit the Gambia. Go visit Ghana, Sierra Leone, Mozambique. There's so many places. Kenya. Who knows? Come on. It is so many places you can visit. It is time for us to wake up and let's do our due diligence, and that is getting the heck out of there.
Okay, we're getting ready to get out of here too.
Okay,
All
yes,
right,
it's
I
time.
want to fly drones, DJI. Are you gonna cook dinner? Okay, thank you for joining us there. Yeah, but this has been a good. So we do have to change the narrative.
Somebody's saying, what are some of the business opportunities in Gambia?
Oh, okay.
There's
many.
so many.
Many.
You can do a store. You can do. You can sell food. You can sell clothing. You can sell. You can do something for the kids. You can do a library. You can. There's so many things that are needed, and now it's like everything is primed. It's fresh, ready for you to come in here. What you ever thought you could do that they wouldn't allow you to do in America, you can do here. You can come over here and you can make your dream a reality, and you can be here as it's beginning to happen before it gets popping.
Let me
right?
tell you something. And I love my people. You know.
I love my people too.
And that's the whole thing. When you love your people, they put a spin on it with the narrative that you hate the other people. You see, that's how they do that.
Yeah, but we don't hate anyone.
I don't hate anybody.
But we are just pro-black. We are for
my brothers
us.
and my sisters.
Right now, it's time for us to be all about us. We allowed everybody to come in and try to teach us and show us, no, we don't need your help. We don't need your help. We got this. We can do this on our own. Get out of here. No. You don't have to come and show us anything. Matter of fact, we've been showing you everything since day one. And you took all our ideals, everything, and stole it and made it yours, like you created it. And it wasn't you from the get-go. It was us all along. Stop it. No. We're tired of that. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that for my people. And I want my people to be happy and free. This is our life. This is no dress rehearsal. This is it. This is our final act. Let's get it together and let's do the impossible that you may think is impossible and act on your feelings and get the heck out of there and come on home. Point blank, period. I'm just fed up about that. I love y'all and I'm sorry. I am just
you don't apologize for
no,
nothing.
I'm just saying because I feel like saying
no
so much more.
There's no apology needed.
But it is.
I'm just going to put that disclaimer. There's no apology needed.
Well, thank you, honey.
There we go.
I'm just telling y'all people,
what you have to say.
It is time for us to rise up and stand together as a people, love one another, compliment your family, compliment your sisters. You see your brother struggling. If you can stop and help your brother, don't mean that you got to be stupid and let people take advantage of you, but you be there for your family. If you can be there for your family, you be there for one another because we need one another.
Yeah.
We can't be acting all simple and silly anymore. It is time for us to grow up and be there for one another as a people.
I'm sorry.
Come on, y'all.
So SS says, did you get cash at my bank declined it? And no, we didn't get it, so you don't have to worry if they declined it. I just wanted to let you know so you don't have to think if it's something that you sent, it's out there. Yeah, but our cash app is just to make sure you have it is it's the $ African. Let me see, African Fund. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So are we done? Do you have anything else to say? And I'm sorry, Kenny, because I just
stop saying you sorry.
Because I just got carried away. Do you have anything else?
No. You said what was needed to be said. I'm glad you did. I support you. You know, right. It's most important. We need to hear these things. We need to know that, it's happening, and what's going on. And let's just keep on talking unapologetically.
Yes.
Unapologetically. We're going to do it because, hey, listen, we've apologized long enough.
Long enough.
And there's no more apologies.
No more apologies.
No, we're walking full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
That's right.
That's right.
And there.
No, okay. I just want to say to everybody, thank you for coming on the live.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you for everyone who donated. Happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to all you Black kings out there. We appreciate you. I know wherever you are, hasn't made it easy for you to be a good Black man or a good father. But you hang in there and you keep on doing what you do. We are just so very, very much happy belated Father's Day to you too, baby. And thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Yes.
And also I wanted to say that, in no way is an indictment on anyone who is not coming
no, it's not.
to the continent. There's not an indictment. We don't talk down on you. because you have to hear this. You have to hear this call. And when you hear this call, you have to accept it. And, many are called, but few, but the thing about it is that time. And not everybody's going to answer the call.
That's right.
So I don't expect everybody to answer the call, but what I can do is encourage those who are there, who have decided to stay, and I guess for whatever reason you've decided to stay. I encourage you, we keep you in prayer, and we hope you keep safe because we know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So just know that we're with you as well, even if you're not moving to the continent, because we're still one family. Okay, guys?
Okay, so I'm going to just leave you guys with this thought. I love this thought when I read it. It says, are you done, babe?
Yes, I'm done.
It says, people were created to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Things were created to be used. The reason why the world is in chaos is because things are being loved and people are being used. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you loving things more than you're loving people? Let's flip that around and let's change our narrative, okay?
Okay.
Like
Let me
that.
give this on here. Go ahead. You're right.
Oh, I'm done.
Bob, you said grip, grip, grip. We're going to bring him on the next one. Grip's getting big.
Grip is getting big, and Grip is just like,
Grip is being
whoa.
bad, too. Grip he's a free-spirited animal. Is he not?
He is so...
He likes to talk back to you now.
He is so...
He's feeling himself.
I still love my Grip, and he just barked, too, because he's like, I hear you.
He wants to come in. Yeah, we're going to bring him in. But he's a handful.
We're going to do a little bit. We're going to do a little video. But come on, guys. Change the narrative and
don't accept their
narrative anymore.
Accept ours.
We love you guys. We love our people. Power to the melanin.
Yes.
And be proud of who you are.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
He must have heard us talking.
He must have heard us talking, yes. Be proud of who you are. We love you guys. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
All right. And
stay safe.
If you didn't hit the like button as you came in, hit it as you go out.
Yeah.
And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe.
And I want to say thank you to our moderators.
Oh, yes. Stacey and Cassie.
And
thank
CP.
You. Miss CP. Miss CP.
Miss CP.
Okay, we appreciate you guys.
Love y'all.
We really do.
Yes.